Hey everybody, this is Devin. Happy to bring you another video. Today I want to talk about how I lost 19 pounds in just about 60 days. It's hard to believe. I can't believe it myself, but the numbers are there. I want to go over the tactical stuff that I did and some of the shifts of mindset that I did. So I'm just going to go kind of step by step about what happened. And it's really been an amazing process. I feel like a completely different person. I can notice it in every second of my life. So if you're trying to lose weight or if you've been thinking about it, I hope that the techniques in this video can actually help you. Let's start with the first thing that I did, which is probably one of the biggest things, is I switched one meal to a fixed meal. And actually it's this salad that I brought out. So this is a Trader Joe's salad, and I buy one for every lunch. Sometimes I have different salads, but I make sure it's just this. And the big reason why I did that was because of portion control. So usually what would happen like in the first meal of the day, like breakfast or lunch, is I just eat a ton. And what I did different was I decided to I will eat just this salad and then that's the end of my meal. So my first meal of the day is pretty small, and that really reduced the amount of calories that I was intaking every day. So I think that's made a big difference. The other thing it did is because it's a salad, it's full of kale and good greens, it added a lot to my just general health. It really improved my nutrition to just make sure I was eating a salad a day. And later on, I actually added that and made it so that I could eat a salad at every meal. So that's like my new rule, is like I have to have some kind of greens at every meal. But making sure that I have that salad every day has been a huge help to me. It's not just been a lot of weight loss, but it's also been a huge boost in my energy. I don't get as tired anymore. I'm more well-spoken. I have better mental clarity. I mean, just every benefit you can imagine has been from that. So that's been a good health bonus, but that portion control, I think, was really important. For dinner and after dinner, I cut out carbohydrates completely, and I cut out sugars and most preserved stuff. So I'm lucky enough that we have a chef here at the CLG compound, and he makes fantastic stuff. That's Andrew. He usually cooks very healthy dinners. So when I am able to have one of those dinners, I'll eat as much as that as I want. If it's not so healthy, or if it's just kind of an off day or whatever, then I'll go eat a salad somewhere, or I'll make sure that I do that. But I don't really watch my portions in dinner, and I think I would lose a lot more weight if I did. But then again, I don't really want to lose an incredible amount of weight, where I'm currently at 179 and I'm pretty happy there. I probably want to go down to maybe 175 and then maybe build back up, because your muscle to fat ratio is different, right? So 185 with a lot of muscle is really different from 185 with no muscle. So I want to be 185 with quite a bit of muscle. And so I don't really worry about what I eat at dinner. I make sure I get a lot of protein, but I try to keep away from carbohydrates and sugars, and that's done really well for me. It's also helped my energy levels. I think when you eat a lot of sugar at night, it really makes you tired the next day, and just you lose a lot of focus the next day. I've been really surprised how much how much mental clarity you gain from not eating sugar at night. I had a lot of cravings for sugar because I used to eat it. I used to have a lot of ice cream. So I supplemented those with grapes, which are pretty high in sugar actually, but it's a good kind of sugar. And then occasionally I'll have just a block of dark chocolate, and that helped get rid of my sugar cravings. So I really wanted something sweet, just have that block of dark chocolate. I also get that from Trader Joe's. It's like a big Belgian dark chocolate thing. It's like a giant red square. You can't miss it. And that has been really good for me as well. The other thing I did was I fixed my sleep schedule. I didn't expect this to be one of the things that would improve my eating habits and my weight, but I ate a lot at night. And I bet if you stay up really late playing games, you probably do this, where it's you'll just have snacks and kind of lose track of what you're eating. And the problem is that usually at night, there's not a lot of stuff open. It's easier to kind of snack on foods that are not so good, because you can't just go out and get a fresh salad like you can during the day, because maybe there's a restaurant open, or you can just go to the store and buy one. And so I noticed I was eating really bad stuff throughout the night. So by fixing my sleep schedule, inadvertently I cut out a lot of really bad calories, preservatives, and sugars and stuff like that. And that helped a lot. So getting up at 5:30 every morning has guaranteed that I have a great meal first thing. I actually don't eat breakfast. That was something I didn't consider before I made this video, but I don't eat until about 12 p.m. when I have that salad. I don't know why. I actually work out pretty consistently. Just some people, breakfast works for them. For me, I feel like it makes me slow. When I eat a lot of eggs and bacon and breakfast food, I feel slower throughout the day. I like doing things when I'm hungry, both spiritually and physically. I feel like it drives me to be a stronger person and do better. So I like to not eat for as long as possible throughout the day. That's also causes intermittent fasting, where you have a long period of time. So if you eat, let's say you eat dinner at 7, you go to bed at 9:30 or so, wake up at 5:30, you don't eat till 12. You have a huge amount of time where your body is able to digest, and it's healthy. It actually gets to take care of all of those processes it needs to take care of without worrying about digesting food. So that's actually really good that you get that intermittent fasting period. Let's see what else. I haven't talked about exercise. So the biggest thing that I added to my life was yoga. I've done yoga just about 5 times a week, every weekday, and I take Saturdays and Sundays off. And for the life of me, as disciplined as I've been trying to make myself, I could never go to the gym. I couldn't get myself like consistently. I could go and I could lift some weights and I would be consistent sometimes for like a couple of months, but I'd always fall off. And I realized that I needed to have an actual class, like going to a class where somebody holds you accountable in order to actually effectively work out consistently. Because working out, like, it doesn't matter if you go to the gym. And I always kind of laugh because there's a lot of people that go to these yoga classes and they end up there and they're going to be there 1 day or 2 days or maybe a week if it's like they're really someone that's going to do it. Very, very rarely do I see them, almost never a month later. It's really kind of sad, but I think a lot of people can't stay consistent with working out, and that's really all that matters. It's consistency. You don't have to have perfect workouts. You don't need to have like these huge routines. We think about like all these 5x5s and all these techniques and weightlifting things we need to do. You just need to go and have good form. And if you can manage to do that, you're going to be successful. The way that I did that was I started going to classes. So the people that are there, I know. It also helped with my sleep schedule because I know I got to be up at 6 for that class. So that makes me go to bed early. So I know for the rest of my life, I'm going to have something that I hold myself accountable to in the mornings, like something that starts at like 6 o'clock in the morning. And most things that start at 6 o'clock in the morning are gym related. Usually it's for people that are like hardcore and want to get a workout before they go to work. So I go to those classes. They're pretty empty. There's not a lot of people at them. And the exciting thing is that the people that are at them are pretty hungry. So I really like going to those early morning classes. That has helped me a lot. Yoga has completely changed my life. It's hot yoga, I should add. It's not Bikram, it's hot. So it's anywhere between 105 to 114 degrees. It's really intense. I mean, you sweat a lot, which gets all that bad stuff out of your system and makes you feel great. You get really flexible, you get strong. When I started, I couldn't even hold a downward dog. I couldn't even hold a single pose. My arms were shaking, my wrists hurt, and I just kept at it. And I'm amazed at the progress that I've made over just a few months. It's been really incredible, and it's shown in everything that I do. So yoga has been very consistent for me. I've also picked up jiu-jitsu, which is a combat sport. I do that. It's been really great for my humility because I get beat a lot every day. And it's been good for my general health as well, and just my ability to get after it. It's also, I do it midday sometimes. So sometimes I'll do yoga and jiu-jitsu. It took me a while to work up to this point. But that'll add a lot of energy to my day. So maybe like in the midday, I've been working for 6 or 7 hours already because I get home at 7 and I'm working by 12, I'm already working 6 hours. So I've already done more of a work day than when most people are kind of getting started. And I kind of need a break to get into my afternoon and work the remainder of the day. Because normally as a CEO, my work day is 7 to 9. So 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. I know that's hard to believe, but I really work that much. It's really crazy. So in the midday, having an hour or so to do some combat sport and just get after it, re-energize myself physically has been super beneficial. That is really good. So I think the biggest thing, I'm trying to think like what were the big force multipliers, and the real big one for me was making sure that I had something to do when I woke up and do something energetic, switching my sleep schedule and making sure that I was getting a workout in of some kind early in the morning made a huge difference to everything that I do. Then further, making sure that my nutrition and my portion control was on point with at least a single meal. Guaranteed that I dropped my calories by about 600 or 700 a day, but I didn't lose much in terms of nutrition because I'm eating such wholesome food. And sometimes I'll add things to my salads like wild Alaskan salmon or fruit, but I really try to stay away from preservatives and sugars and extras. I think you could eat once a week, I think you can eat pretty much whatever you want for a day. And sometimes I'll go out and I'll eat, something, or I'll even have ice cream or something like that once a day if I feel like, once a week if I feel like it. And it hasn't really impacted my weight loss or my overall nutrition. It's when I think like everything is in your consistent effort to do something. Like you don't want to think about things like, yeah, tomorrow I'll start a diet. You want to be making commitments that actually help you for the rest of your life. Like today I'm gonna just start eating a salad a day. I'm gonna make sure there's something green, and I'm just gonna do this forever. I don't have a plan to stop. 3 months from now, I'm not on the 3-month diet. I'm not on the 60-day plan. I'm on the whole life plan. I genuinely plan, like when I thought about yoga and I thought about getting up at 6:30, when I made that decision, I was like, I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life. This is something I'm gonna do forever. This is not something I'm gonna give up on later. It's something I'm gonna do forever. And so when you look at things that way, you think about failure in a different way. Because if you're on a 30-day challenge and you fail, I think that's why my video challenge didn't really do great, is I didn't like commit to making videos consistently forever. So it didn't work. It got to day 20 and then I got busy with something and I couldn't do it. But I made exercise an absolute must in my life. It is non-negotiable. It has to happen. If it's not at 6:30, if it's impossible for some reason, sometimes people keep me up late. They want to talk to me or something. And sometimes I have late meetings, like I'm going till 11 or something. I really try to shut everything off by 9:30, but sometimes that's not possible. And then I don't get a lot of sleep and I got to get up a little bit later. I make sure I exercise later in that day. I mean, that has to be a must. I think until you commit to something being an absolute must for you for the rest of your life, you won't be as successful at making it. Everyone that I know that is really successful with their weight loss and their practice of good nutrition has done so through making it a life commitment. And that's one of those things that's really worth it to make it a life commitment. It's like good nutrition and working out, that's something you should do for the rest of your life no matter who you are. No matter who's watching this, you should do that. If you are a human being and you are watching this video, you should work out. You should move. That's what human beings do. And you should eat well, because that's what we've done for millions of years. And these are basics. These are things you can commit to. You don't need a diet to commit to eating well. You don't need a 30-day plan. You need a life plan. You commit yourself to something very simple, like I'm gonna eat one salad for every day, but you do that for the rest of your life. And and like you make it easy, right? Like you eliminate the barriers that make it hard. Like if you'd have to prepare that salad from custom ingredients every day, if I had to do that, I would not do it, probably. Because I'm not like, despite what you might think of me, and I'm not like really innately a disciplined person. I just do things in a way that set myself up to make things easy. So by buying these salads every day and eating them, it's super easy. I take this, I unpack the thing, I dump it in a bowl, I eat it. It takes me 5 seconds, right? I don't have to cook anything. I don't have to think about anything. I know what I want to eat. I don't have any questions. There's no debate. It's just that. So it becomes super easy, and then it adds to a lot of the freedom of my life in other places because I don't have to worry about that meal. I have that solved. And the more things you can do that for in terms of your exercise and nutrition, the better you're gonna be. It's the same with yoga. Like, I gotta get up, I gotta get my towel, and then I gotta go drive to the place, and I know when the class is, and then I just gotta follow directions. I made it easy. Rather than like having a workout plan where I have to lift some weights and then I got to do it in a specific way and I got to do 5 of these, but I need to customize this because I'm not doing enough arms, and like, you just can't worry about all that stuff. Maybe later when you know you have the discipline and you know you can work out, maybe then you could add a gym routine. I can say like confidently, I'm not there yet. I'm still not there. I still just need to go to a class and get told what to do. It works for me. So think about it. I think those are some of the things that I have done. I posted a picture on Instagram, instagram.com/Devin Nash, which I'm pretty active on, so please check it out. I posted a picture there of my scale. I'm now at 179, so below 180, so I'm actually below that. The weight loss slowed down around 180, but I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, I'm immensely happy. I'm incredibly happy with it. It changed my life completely, and it can change yours too. So I think if you even apply one of the things that I brought up in this video, it could really help you for your goals of becoming a better you, and you'll feel it. Every minute of your life, you'll feel it. Believe me, it's a complete change. So I hope this video has helped you out. If you have plans to lose weight, or you have things that you've done and successfully done to lose weight, or you just want to talk about it, post it in the comments. Send me a tweet, anything, and let me know. Also, if you have questions about self-improvement, business, self-development, whatever you can think of, gaming even, I want to answer them. I want to do more Q&As in these videos. It's been great to talk to you. Thank you so much for watching this video. We'll see you again next time.